Have you ever felt in pain, stressed out, anxious, sad, depressed? Of course, we all do. Have you ever felt like you could put your pain and transfer it into something greater? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that right now in this video. Hi, I'm Sandy Wyllie. Welcome to my mental health channel, Mind Matters, where I talk about my own personal struggles having borderline personality disorder. I talk about narcissism and schizophrenia. I talk about my unethical psychologists who I've had sexual relationships with and been exploited with. But I only come on as a former patient of almost 20 years. I'm not a licensed therapist. I do not hold a degree in psychology, so I cannot diagnose you. And all I ask in turn of you is your kindness and respect, please, in the comments. So today's video is how we could take our pain and transfer it into something greater. I was watching a segment on Oprah the other day, and you know how I've said many times in my videos that I have post-traumatic stress disorder, and I've talked about it in great detail, and she called it something different. She called it post-traumatic stress wisdom. And I just love that term. I'm not going to come on and take credit for it because I didn't invent that term. But I heard Oprah use it, post-traumatic stress wisdom. Doesn't that sound so much better than post-traumatic stress disorder? Disorder sounds like there's something wrong with you, you know? There's something wrong with me. Like we have this disorder. Like, you know? It's like putting a label of something bad on us. But post-traumatic stress wisdom, now, there's a big difference. It's all in how you look at something. Pain is a universal human experience. We all struggle to make sense, you know, of what has happened to us. Why has this happened to us? And we often feel very alone in our pain. That's why I do these videos, because I want people to see that they're not alone. We feel misunderstood. We feel ashamed about what happened to us, even though, you know, this is something that happened to us. Like my narcissistic mother, what she did to me, how she abused me. My psychologists who were in a position of power, who took an oath, do no harm, what they did to me. The man who brutally beat my son, whose trial is on Monday, and I have to go in today and talk to the prosecutor and the patient advocate and all about that. It's really stressing me out terribly. I wasn't even sure I was going to be honest with you, that I could come on and even do this video, because the stress level is just ratchet up so high in me right now. And I want to have some composure when I do this video. But anyway, so we feel shame and we feel misunderstood, and sometimes we keep it a secret. And Oprah, when I was watching Oprah the other day, she said that, you know, she had been abused when she was only 9. She had been, it rhymes with, because YouTube is coming down really hard on saying certain words. What is this? It's tape. It rhymes with this, tape. Because if I say it, then they'll take this off. And I won't be able to, you know, have these videos. When she was 9, and subsequently up until she was 14, the same sort of stuff, abuse, was happening to her. And she said she always, you know, felt, you know, that no one would believe her. That's why she didn't tell anyone, that they would turn it back on her, like blame her or not believe her and say she's making stories up. Or so she, you know, she held that shame and she held that secret inside of her. And then when she did her show, as everyone knows, the Oprah Winfrey Show. One of, you know, her guests, I guess, talked about going through the same thing that she did. And then she realized, wow, this has happened to other people, and that more people need to speak up about it so that we bring it out into the open. So we take up, we use it as positive reinforcement. So other people who go through the same thing we did don't feel shame in it, don't feel misunderstood, and feel heard. We're like giving those people who can't talk a voice, like Oprah did. And this is like a positive fuel to drive positive change into this world. We use our pain as a catalyst. As a catalyst. That's that word, catalyst. To change, like Nelson Mandela. Think of, now, this is just one example. Oprah Winfrey is one. Nelson Mandela was in 27 years. That's almost 3 decades. 27 years in prison, fighting against apartheid in South Africa. When he was released, he forgave his captors. And he worked on a reconciliation. He worked hard. He didn't, hold on to that anger and be bitter. And he made change. See? He made change. He took his pain and it became a catalyst for change in his country. Oprah took her pain and made it a catalyst for a change, and had a talk show about it. Oprah grew up very, very poor in the South, and now she's a multi-billionaire, not a millionaire. She's a multi-billionaire, and she did it by taking that post-traumatic stress wisdom, not disorder, wisdom, and going out there and having a talk show so people who watch can say, wow, I'm not the only one that this happened to me, with people in power. When you're a child, your parents are in power, your uncles are in power, priests are in power, psychologists. These are people who have power over you, and they take advantage of you. And this is why I wrote all these books, and this is why I've done all my videos, to transform all my pain into a purpose, to help people so they can, I can be the voice of people who cannot talk, who still feel shamed, who feels that they have to repress everything. And that's not a healthy way. I mean, I repressed things a long time. It wasn't until my late 50s that I started being more open to what has happened to me. And I did a whole YouTube channel on it so that people can learn that you can transform pain. If you open up and share it with other people, you'll know you're not alone in your pain. I feel you. Okay? I have panic attacks. I feel like I'm dying, like my chest is like, my heart is literally jumping right out of my chest. The light just slipped. So it might be a little darker in here. But yeah, I feel like like I'm dizzy, like I'm almost going to pass out. I feel all those things myself. And, I feel I've rushed to the ER. You're thinking I'm dying, like I'm having a heart attack. My heart is jumping out of my chest that much. I feel like I'm dying. So I want you to know that you can get through this. We can work together. I want to hear from you. I want to hear about your struggles. I want to hear about your pain. And the links to all of my books, all these books, are down below in the description. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. That way you'll be notified each and every time a new video of mine comes out. Stick around, take a chance, give it a thumbs up. It's 100% free, so you have nothing to lose. If you'd like to sober me up, you can always buy me a cup of coffee, and the link to that is down below in the descriptions as well. And as always, you matter to me. Your struggles, your thoughts, and opinions are important to me. So I'd like to hear from you. You can either write me in the comments below, or if you want a little more intimacy with me, you can always drop me an email. And my email address, Leanne, LEEANN827@hotmail.com. That email address is down below in the description as well. And I answer every email and I answer every comment. So let me know what's going on with you, and let me know how you deal with your pain. And do you journal? Do you do art? Art is a great way to put your pain into a gain. A lot of great artists. Vincent van Gogh suffered terrible depression, and look at the beautiful Starry, Starry Night. Everyone loves Starry, Starry Night. Look at all these famous people, artists, poets. Sylvia Plath, another one who committed, I can't say the word on YouTube, but she stopped short her life. Great poet, awesome poet, but she was a very depressed person, and she put all of that into great poetry that everyone loves to, and they will continue to love through the centuries. Sylvia Plath. So there's all these people who took their pain and turned it into gain. And you can too. Remember, post-traumatic stress wisdom. All right. I hope you have a great day. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.